so sorry.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He
I knew it.
almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut.
He was good.
I had
Good
a
acting.
bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Whoa, profile Scratch? Holy.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake.
She's so...
So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
Such a bitch.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
He hates his ex-wife, apparently.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay.
That was cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
Go team.
Go team. I love Saga. He's got a lot of clever little comments.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case. If you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Alright, we got a profile. Scratch and Wake.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place.
Oh, he tried to
He's
invade?
powerful.
Yeah.
Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head.
Jeez.
I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Wow. It's almost invaded her own mind space. Well, sounds like I said MySpace.
My place.
Yeah. Wake. Trapped in the dark place. So he's still in the dark place.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Trapped? No, use the wrong tense.
Yeah, so that is interesting to point out that every time we've played Alan, he's been in the dark place. We haven't been playing as him outside. Except for the times where we're as Saga switching to him. Something like that. Scratch or Wake? Who was it? Scratch tried to take the clicker. Has Scratch been pretending to be Wake this whole time? Where is the real Alan Wake? Wake is trapped in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Well, it's really broken, but yeah. Casey, the thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. There was never any Wake, it was just Scratch the entire time. Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake, the clicker. Their goals were the same. Could mean Scratch and Wake are one and the same. Or just a coincidence. Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. How to rescue Wake? We don't know yet. For later.
I hate that when they show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do this, but this is for later. Just showing.
FBC.
Just showing.
FBC brought powerful light rays to subdue the Taken. Light and the dark presence. Yeah, they had powerful
The dark
lights.
presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Okay. Alright, so where are these files? Examine the files in the locked cell. How's it hang, Casey?
Feeling good.
Mhm.
Oh, his voice says.
Locked files.
Yeah, this.
They say the
cell?
lock... Maybe.
Happy reading.
Wait, what happened to... Ooh, the other dude. Oh, a manuscript. Ilmo, or whatever his name is.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness. "This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here." Suddenly, the lights flickered and went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
It's actually like a really well-written story.
Control.
All these manuscripts?
Control.
Yes. We're gonna play Control after this.
I don't remember anything, but you said control.
Have truer words ever been spoken? Eh? You don't remember anything. Ah, nay.
I have short-term memories.
You do. Oh, damn. Look at all this equipment.
The other buttons.
Jeez.
here. Red and green buttons.
Oh, this is where we need to go.
You have the key? Do you have the key?
Wait, Where's the blood here? I don't know why there's blood over
Maybe
there.
it's over there only.
Because that's the guy that got killed. What's all this then? Transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. KE. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now I need to ask if there's anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There's a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. I swear it seems like the real Alan is there sometimes, and then he gets taken over by Scratch. That's what I'm thinking is going on. Either that, or Scratch is able to pretend to be Wake perfectly. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's so accurate. Why would the dark thing reveal that? I think it's the real Alan sometimes. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody, pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not listening to me. We are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Fuck you! Let me the out of here! It's coming for me. We're all in danger. The interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
What? The Shadow. Summary. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE 35, additional details regarding the Shadow, A10, have been discovered.
Yes.
Redacted and redacted, both present during AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Barbara Jagger was the bad person in Alan Wake 1, who was Tom, what's his name? Tom something?
So that's Zane right there.
Tom Zane's wife or girlfriend or something.
Wife.
Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially, that's an awful word,
Or
tangentially involved with the creation of art, who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The Shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing.
So 2 possibilities.
So we can change, I mean, that makes sense. It can just be whatever it wants.
Whatever or only artists.
Waken the clicker. Dark Presence file assumed the form of Barbara Jagger.
Barbara. I love the name Barbara. It sounds like ancient.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Oh. Tor's gonna help me.
Very clever. Clever, Saga.
Okay, let's
Number 6.
talk to my granddad.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker to make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Tell me more, Tor. Crap.
That's all he's giving me.
Figure it out.
Thanks, Tor.
You smart? You young?
The
Figure it
lake
out.
is a gateway to the dark place.
At approximately 1900 hours on 13th of September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize as the origin dimension of an A40, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC research facility WA3, codename The Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead agent KSFS will mobilize investigation unit beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment has been approved for use in the field. Objective: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, then the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Description of a para-utilitarian. Based on reports, the item... Or para-utility? What? Summary of findings. The item is a light switch from a lamp cord, with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality. The changes being based on Redacted, when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for occurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold, or vice versa, or if there's no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman.
Let me read that. Redacted.
You want me? You want to say the word redacted?
Yeah.
Recording material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a
Redacted.
have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger. Likely a physical manifestation of
Redacted.
by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch, quote unquote.
Very good.
The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of the effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOP or OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item.
OOP.
Okay. What we got now? FBC file on capabilities of the light switch. According to the file, Wake has used the clicker to change reality before.
Maybe that's how he
No.
saved his wife.
Wake's in the dark place, and Cauldron Lake is the threshold to it. So we have to go to Cauldron Lake, obviously.
Okay. I remember one thing.
What?
I think in the first Alan Wake,
The clicker amplifies any
why-
changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
What?
his wife was taken already, but then Wake said if he wants to save his wife, he has to sacrifice himself, go into the dark place. So one soul
I don't.
Sacrifice for one.
No, I think he
That
went in
Harry
there
saved his wife.
to fight Barbara and got stuck. I think. Not too sure.
I think he saved his wife, and that's how he stuck.
Yeah, exactly. We know that. Come up with a new plan. Ask that Fizz about the clicker. Are there any cool items for me to pick up?
Oh,
Oh, there's a new conversation I can have there.
what of interest.
And that's something
Go there.
in the morgue. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll go back downstairs in a minute.
You know where to go? Cause I don't.
My brother.
Who was that? Oh, Ilmo.
Oh, his brother's gone.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
We were fooled, honey.
Yeah.
My gosh.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Yeah, so they were just protecting the town. Since we read things, something that where they noticed that anything that came out of Cauldron Lake always turned bad. So they assumed that everything that comes out of there must be bad. So that's why they tried to kill Wake.
He's not wrong.
Profile the Koskalas.
Second, honey?
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken.
How?
Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang, Jaakko. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
Yeah, Nightingale came back.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Jaakko. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Yeah, we figured that. Well, at the start of this game, you played as Nightingale, and from his point of view, it seemed like he was an innocent man, just scared and lost. You don't know why he's there. And the Cult of the Tree were all evil, and they sounded evil and looked evil. But what was really happening is Nightingale was the one who was dark.
Yeah.
And the cult of the tree were just normal people
Try to kill them.
trying to
Bad
stop
people.
him.
He's a bad people.
And yeah. Interesting.
My gosh. Bryce, honey.
Yeah.
That's a huge twist. You know that.
The cult's been on our asses to join for years. But we already have our band. And those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Oh, did that happen because I clicked it?
Is it Odin?
Yeah. What the hell? It was never heard of Scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, how's it not Ilmo? Nightingale was already taken. Oh, Nightingale right there.
There we go.
Never heard of Scratch. Why did they want to kill Wake?
Keep trying.
I thought it would go there.
What?
Cult wasn't working for or with Wake or Scratch. They're operating on their own. The cult found Wake's pages inside Taken and believed he was the cause.
Yeah, makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. The cult of the tree targeted people already corrupted by the dark presence. Their goal was to protect the community.
Got a reason in it.
Case closed. That's the cult of the tree. Case closed.
Excellent.
The cult of the tree is just the Costello brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem.
Rituals meant to destroy Taken, not create them. Okay.
Oh, more? Come on.
Town still needs you.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
I like Ilmo.
Thank you, Ilmo.
I just don't look at all the blood on my jacket. Jeez, Saga has been through some shit.
Just blood, honey.
You were the better Koska. Much better than me.
He was also funnier.
Yeah, all the ass. That's funny.
You know anything about the clicker?
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. Definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. So the cult of the tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
So what's the plan? Jesus. Come up with a new plan. Like, on my
Use
own.
your mind and then make the plan.
I guess that's, yeah.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake.
Grandpa, what do we
Thor
do?
knows about this stuff.
Help.
Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else.
That's new.
Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
I'm not sure how she's gonna do it. Okay.
You can change reality with passion.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
It won't be? Okay. If you say
Won't be a
so.
problem.
If you say so.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Ooh.
Probably music.
This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. Okay, well, there's certain things we haven't done yet. We haven't explored that lighthouse
Wow. What is it? In the park?
at Watery. So let me check if I can go there. Not yet.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
So cool. Okay. Do your thing and we see you later.
Okay, I want to see, because it seems like we're getting close.
Anything else?
Well, I want to do. So we'll switch to Alan, but first we'll go double.
Oh, can you check the point of interest here?
Check what?
The point of interest
Oh,
in this building.
yeah.
See what they have. Maybe a new bullet. No, I mean like new ammo. New gun. Who knows?
There's something down here. I like how they've covered all the bodies. Point of interest. Oh. It was this. Injury report. Subject seems physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion? Similar symptoms to those being shaded. Oh, this is Alex Casey's report. Physical wounds minimal. Continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in subject. Subject remains aware and coherent. A starkly different progression than other victims. Reasons for exceptional result unknown. Less severe exposure. Subject's resilience. Intentionality or shadow's part. Requires further examination. So he was exposed to the shadows and they were checking on him, see if he's turning, but he's not. And it's unique.
He's weakened.
Hmm.
Not sure what is he doing. Where's he?
We don't need anything else.
Okay.
Okay, I want to check that lighthouse, see if we can go in it.
Oh!
Hmm?
I think you need the bow cutter, right? And then now we have it.
Maybe.
That's how you can go there?
I'm going to check if we can open it.
Or in the key, I'm not sure. Wayne, I'm so dark.
Wow, the town's all here. How's it going, guys?
Town.
See what all the commotion's about?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
I think they've got the Cosgrove brothers locked up in there.
Oh, this town sure is... Oh, hello. Sure has changed. I'm gonna check if I can go to Watery. But I want to change to Alan first before we do this next part of Saga.
Here?
Oh, what the hell? There's a manuscript here?
Surprise! Your Amazon delivery package.
The cult finds the clicker.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskela knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskelas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Yeah, so that's their little ritual they were trying to do. Alright, let's go to Watery. Check that lighthouse. Oh, it's dark everywhere now. I mean, it makes sense. Wow, no headlights. Holy crap, it's dark.
Can you use your flashlight, Saga?
Jesus. Kind of scary. Was somebody there? The hell are you doing, Creepazoid?
Oh boy. Okay.
Just smoking in the dark, okay.
Probably.
So dark. Okay, the lighthouse.
If you have any flare, you can
It's not gonna help.
just get ready if they attack you in the dark.
Alright, lighthouse.
Can you equip the flare?
Why?
I have none. What if they attack you?
I need it.
Ready.
That's not how it works. I stick it in them after they grab me.
You know what I mean?
Alright, so the lighthouse. We couldn't get in here before. It needed a key. Oh, it's just what? It's open now for no reason.
Maybe because we did something already?
It was locked before.
Yeah.
There's a manuscript.
Ooh, so many stuff.
What's
Love.
this?
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Love.
Mirrors. Draw light from the main thing. Satellite dish. Shadow monster. Oh, so they turned the lighthouse into a big beam of light. Like a weapon. Okay, there's 2 manuscripts here. And, oh, is that inventory space? Whoa! Good thing I came here. My inventory just expanded.
Good job.
A whole nother slot.
Huh? Great job, sir.
Gold till the tree is born.
They're too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new. Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They'd been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. The strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. He was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
What the heck is that long heck name?
What's that? Oh, cool. More ammo. Good thing I came here.
A note to letter. A manuscript.
Ilmo resists the dark presence. Oh, did he?
Ilmo Koskela had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Yakopi Huatari from the early days of Watery. But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Zissou. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
It tried to corrupt them and it couldn't.
There was strong back route, honey.
Another thing. Wow, there's nothing but supplies here. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I came here, yeah.
Yeah, good decision, honey.
Thank you.
I don't even remember we have to go here.
Now, I'm sure there's other like little puzzles we could do that are scattered around. I'm not gonna...
Please?
Well, I don't know exactly where they are.
Just go around. Or check the map.
I don't just want to wander in the dark.
No, like around the lighthouse.
I missed a flare? What?
Like around the lighthouse.
But we've already checked
Back?
everything here.
Nothing?
Where's the hand flare?
In the box?
It's like right in front of me.
Oh!
Oh, there it
There.
is. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, good to know the lighthouse is a potential weapon. Okay. Is there anything else anywhere that we haven't opened?
And points of interest.
Yep.
Kind of lame.
Already got that.
Nothing's there.
It won't. I can't really look at the other maps unless I'm there. I can't. I don't think of any. That there's anything else. So I think we'll go back to Watery Town and we'll switch to Allen.
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, one more!
What?
Fast!
Fucking monsters.
We've already done this, yeah?
Oh, we did?
Yeah, they hurt me a little bit.
Did you drop anything?
They should have.
Checking.
The shotgun's good. It shoots fast.
And it's powerful.
Did
That's what you want.
they only drop batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more heals.
Before we have so many heals that we can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Now we need it. Funny.
Okay. Nothing here. Anything in my shoebox?
Wow,
I'll
2 more
take-
guns. What the hell?
I got way more inventory now. So I can
Bring
carry
it.
these big,
Bring it.
powerful things. Have a bunch more flares.
We put all the flares together, so you know. How much
Oh, I
we-
could bring my crossbow now. You know what? I probably should.
Wow, just enough space.
Yeah, I don't need... I have 6 hand flares. I don't need that many.
Until you need it. Wow. It's so
Yeah.
dumb that they cannot stack like a lot. Like 2, 1, 2, 1.
Yeah. Oh well. I do have a lot. So the crossbow is a backup weapon. Oh.
Udell?
Is there a...
Probably? Or it's the one that we already did.
And another lunchbox.
Yeah.
Right there. But then, oh, it's another fanfic. But then, almost at the same time, but not quite, another hand grabbed my other wrist. It was my childhood friend's estranged twin brother, a rugged ex-soldier who'd helped me fight back the zombie horde. With his chiseled jaw and smoldering eyes and worn leather jacket, my heart fluttered like a small bird against its cage. Ignore him, babe. You know I'm who you want. The sensitive friend I had cared for all my life, or the intense warrior I had known for one harrowing day. How was I ever going to choose? The zombies were easier than this. Funny. Can I do an upgrade?
Nope. I think you only have 12 in total.
11.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Close.
Kill shot would be nice. I do want kill shot.
And powder. Faster.
Hmm.
And stronger.
Do
That would be
it
nice.
faster, make it stronger.
What doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Alright, let's switch to Alan.
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago. And then they find him, and boom, all hell breaks loose.
Big city folk, the FBI, famous writers. Ugh, they're all bad luck if you ask me.
Well, nobody asked you. Butthole. Alright, Alan, it's your turn. It's been a while.
Crazy Alan. You're right. Alan. Wait.
Alright, so yeah, he's got his pistol, we got a shotgun. And yeah, flashbang. Okay. What's our goal? Find Alice, go to Parliament Tower. We're never out of your way. I gotta go back up there. Okay. I don't know if I've always noticed this statue of Alan.
Scratch was closing in, gaining control. I couldn't let him escape the dark place. I had to keep him from Alice.
Heck.
What does that say?
Old lot.
In loving memory of Alan Wake, 1977 to 2010. Which is when the events of the first Alan Wake took place. That's cool. What's that noise?
Oh. Yeah, we haven't seen your wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Alice has been trying to help me this whole time. What a good wife.
We're so behind in Alan story.
Honey, I'm home.
Gimme, shish.
And then it opens for me. There's no way she's here.
If she sees that means she trapped as well.
Yeah,
The dark
exactly.
place.
That's why she can't be here. But maybe she's trying to help me get out. I love his jacket. I want to get this jacket. Oh!
Go to hell!
Go to hell. Turn your light on, Alan.
Dumb.
Alice? I don't remember this.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Oh, the pictures that she keeps taking. Ooh. Oh, she's taking pictures of Scratch multiple times?
Yeah. I think she sees Scratch.
What does that say? No such things as too personal. The photos are me. Just need to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the surface. Those look really creepy. Oh, sorry, am I knocking that over? I don't recognize this at all. Oh, the door, the spiral door.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Oh.
And
It's a green suitcase, so cute.
how is everything? Hey Alice, everything good with you back home? Just checking in. Oh, it's Barry Wheeler. Tried to call but couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep in your creative process. I know how you artists get when you're in the middle of your projects. Everything else disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal Barry. Barry again. Hey Alice. Shark circling. They now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie and or a TV show and or, get this, a fucking video game. I told them to fuck off. Also, don't tell me that's this game. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. We met her in the Oh Dear Diner as Saga. I hunted down her publisher and told them we'll sue. Buried Alice. He's always checking in on Alice. How nice. Hey Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono. I have considered peeing in a mug, and lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings is beyond me. Buried Alice. Joined a cult. Hey Alice, you're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I've joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult. Kind of. Blessed wellness retreat. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof, but then I was tipped off about the retreat. The best decision I ever made. I have never felt this good and, well, healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a goddamn miracle worker. Not a wacko in any way. I know you think I'm full of shit, but I have lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here. That's something bad would have happened to me if I'd stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me. Enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. I hope you are good over there. Come visit me anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in my earlier emails. Greetings from Hollywood. Hey Alice, I'm more a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in the Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. And everything is so fucking great all the time, even when it's in fact the opposite. More than once I've thrown up in my mouth during these meetings with these movie executive jerks. But I gotta... yeah, but I gotta be here to look after Al's legacy. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books, and they have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of tanned zombies into the general direction of something resembling good taste. I'm painfully aware of how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply. For good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now, talk about casting. Your pal Barry.
Okay, I prefer reading pal like novel stuff.
Yeah.
Than other
Oh,
people.
there's gotta be something on there. Anything here?
He's funny.
You notice how she's got candles everywhere for light. So Alice was... she's been making
Barry
posters?
showed the coat. And he loved it. Where's Barry?
Oh.
For
Oh.
months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Love is weakness. Trigger when viewer close intimate. And these are all clearly pictures of Scratch. So she's
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
What?
She said love is weakness. That means Strash love hate. Like when you give more hate, you get stronger. But when you love someone deeply, you get weakened.
What the hell? I need to show you the truth on all screens.
The X meaning the darker.
Is this a map of her own apartment? I feel like I need to use this for something.
Maybe.
Show you the truth on all screens.
Where are you right now? You know?
And we'll figure it out. I feel like this is a puzzle.
So one there. Couple.
Oh, another.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Okay, so she was very depressed, and then that woke her up. Weakness is clarity. Part 2, the comeback.
Puzzle.
TV has a 3 on it.
Something in the dark.
Her light's off.
Something I needed to see, to show.
It's flickering.
The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. submerged myself in it. I only went out at night.
Ooh, it's still flicking.
My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
I'm worried Scratch gonna take her.
It's coming for her, yeah. Part 3, the search. Clarity is purpose. Those pictures are very scary. If Scratch kept coming up here and she kept stopping them with the lights. I could hear something. Whoa.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
And that's why she just started taking pictures. Oh, here we go. Purpose is strength. No boundaries, be ruthless. It's crazy how he enters the TV. And now we're here.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Oh shoot!
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Last time.
So that's why we keep finding manuscripts that have parts scratched out. I was wondering why that was. Because the real Adlin was trying to change it.
We're taking too long.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
But how are we not dead? I guess we can't die
The
here?
memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
I've got no words of power.
I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch.
A new draft of the story.
Oh.
We see all of these.
Oh.
And we've heard all of these too. I'll just close them. It's just if you want to re-listen.
Oh, thanks. Take me a good year.
Okay, I think I have to type on the typewriter.
Oh.
write. Yeah, I need to write something.
Make the story, honey.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit.
Why would he
had guided
lie?
me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
So we're back here. Oh, it's all flooded.
It's close, honey.
Masks. So this is the story that we're writing currently. Is that right before the dance scene? Talk to Mr. Door. Yeah, everything's flooded.